Hello everyone! We are so glad that you are enjoying your meditation in Sahaja Yoga. Today we are going to show you another treatment.
And for the treatment, we invited our friend Kathy to join us, and she will demonstrate the asanas that relate to opening up certain chakras. Welcome.
Thank you. So today we're going to learn about asanas. Asanas are physical positions that Shri Mataji has advised that we can use to help clear our channels or each individual chakra. They should not be forced. It should just be a very gentle movement or position that we can hold for a couple of seconds just to help clear that chakra. So we're going to do some asanas today, and to start, as we do before every technique, is we're going to raise our kundalini and put ourselves in banding. So to start our asanas, we're going to start with our left channel. We're going to lift our left hand up over our head and just kind of gently ease over to the right. And here we can either say the mantra if you know it, or just Mother Kundalini, we offer up all the imbalances and blockages of my left channel. And slowly come back up. Now you don't want to strain or stretch too hard. It should just be gentle. Now we'll do the right channel, lean over. And here again you can say the mantra, or you can just simply ask, Mother Kundalini, I offer up all the blockages and imbalances of my right channel. And just come back to center. Now you can just sit for a moment and see if you feel any difference in your palms. And if you still feel heat in one or the other, you can repeat it. Repeat the asana. So for the asanas for the chakras, we can start with Mooladhara chakra. And to do that, we want to place both of our heels together. Pull them in as much as you can towards your body, but don't strain. Especially if you're just doing this for the first time, it might feel a little awkward. And then you just want to bounce your knees up and down like a butterfly. And again, you can focus your attention on this chakra. You can say the mantra. Or just, Mother Kundalini, please clear all the blockages from my Mooladhara chakra. For Swadisthan chakra, we want to place our feet in front of us. You can put your hands, clasp your hands in front of your legs or underneath your legs. And you want to try to balance yourself, and if you can, lift your feet off the ground, but just gently rock back and forth. Put your attention on Swadhisthana chakra, and you can just say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the negativities and blockages from my Swadhisthana chakra. Another option for Swadhisthana is to bend to the front or to the back. So for the left Swadhisthana, we bend to the front, just from the waist. And for the right Swadhisthana, we bend to the back. But don't do this if you are generally a right-sided person. Now moving up to Nabhi, we want to stretch our legs out. We want to sit straight. We're going to raise our hands up and then gently just lean forward. And again, you can say the mantra, Or just Mother Kundalini, please remove all the negativities and blockages from my Nabhi chakra. And then gently come back up again. For the Anahat chakra, we want to take our hands, clasp them behind our back, and then we're just going to lean forward and lift up our hands gently. Don't strain or stress. And here again, say the mantra, focus your attention on the chakra, and you can just say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the negativities and blockages from my Anahat chakra. And then gently release. For Vishuddhi chakra, we want to roll our shoulders. So we lift them up to our ears, roll them back and down. Up, back, and down. Again, you can say the mantra, or you can just simply say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the blockages and negativities from my Vishuddhi chakra. And then you'll want to repeat, but going in the opposite direction. And another more simplified one you can do for Vishuddhi is simply just to raise your hands up like this. For Agnya, what we want to do is sit up straight and bend from the waist. Ideally, you want your Agnya chakra to be facing Mother Earth or the floor. Put your attention on the chakra. And here we can just say, Mother Earth, please absorb all the negativities and blockages from my Agnya chakra. And then sit up again. And that's it.
Hi, and so we'll take advantage now while we have Kathy here to answer questions from the audience about the asanas. Kathy, thank you being available for that segment. The questions.
What are the main benefits of practicing these asanas regularly?
The asanas will help to clear your chakras, but again, you should only use the specific asana related to the chakra that's blocked. It's not necessary to do all of them as we showed today. It's better just to focus in on one asana based on where you have a blockage.
And how would somebody know that they're doing it correctly?
You'll know that you're doing it correctly if you can sense on your fingers which chakra initially was blocked, and after doing the asanas, if it has been cleared.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are there common mistakes beginners make, and how can they avoid them?
Common mistakes might include things like overdoing it. You know, each asana is meant to be a gentle action, not something that is rigorously practiced. So that could be something that people are, maybe if you're beginning, would have trouble with.
So no force.
No force.
And is there an ideal length for how long to hold an asana for?
Not really. Obviously, say 5 seconds, and then after that, it would just really be up to your own individual preference. But I wouldn't hold them too long.
Yeah.
They're not meant to be positions that you would maintain for a long period of time.
Yes.
Remember, you're clearing, or you're trying to clear an obstruction for the chakra, and you should be testing whether that was cleared or not every once in a while.
Yeah, that pretty much answers also the other question. What if you feel discomfort, and when is it a sign to stop? That would be
You should not do the asanas if you're feeling any kind of discomfort.
So overall, it's simply helpful to think of them not as physical exercise,
Correct.
to be fit and
Yeah.
have strength and stamina and flexibility, but more as a tool in support of clearing chakras
Yes.
and a good meditation and reaching thoughtless awareness.
Yes.
Okay.
What about people who have an injury or a disability? Are they able to do a variation of the asanas?
I suppose there could be some small variations made between whether you're sitting on the floor, as we demonstrated today, or whether you're seated in a chair, but there really shouldn't be too much variance. If you have some other physical issues, then maybe asanas are just not for you. They're only one technique to consider.
Right. Yeah.
During the asanas, do you recommend a specific breathing pattern?
I think in the beginning, it's more important just to do the asanas so you can feel the benefit of them. But as you get more involved with them, you may feel like any upward motion, like reaching up as we did for the channels, you might want to inhale, and as you release that, exhale. But I wouldn't get too hung up on the breathing associated with it.
Mm-hmm.
And how often should one practice these asanas to feel a difference?
As often as you want, as often as you feel that you need to. Again, you need to determine what chakra is blocked and then do the asana, check again, see if it's been cleared.
Are there any specific asanas that work particularly well before or after meditation?
No, you should always incorporate the asanas as part of the meditation.
I hope that will answer all your questions you might have. And don't forget to chime in again for a new episode of Meditation Made Simple. Tips, tricks, and tools. See you next time.
Bye!